Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, I am going to give you guys a full resort walkthrough of the Krystal Grand Nuevo Vallarta located in Mexico. I'm also going to show you guys the food options, discuss entertainment activities, and just discuss my overall experience here. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. So to start off, this was our very first time in Puerto Vallarta. We've been to Cancun, we've been to Cozumel, we've been to Los Cabos, we've been to Ensenada, but this was our very first time here, and I will say I was thoroughly impressed and I cannot wait to come back. So upon landing, it did not take much time at all for us to get through customs, immigration, and to get our bags. I will say I'm pretty positive this was the fastest experience we've ever had in Mexico, just overall. We were at the airport, we did exchange US dollars to pesos, and even while doing that, that still only took us about 20 minutes. From the moment we landed to the moment we got our bags and then we were heading out. So we did pre-book transportation via Amstar. Amstar is our go-to. They will be linked down below, but there are other transportation companies as well. So just do your research, and I highly recommend pre-booking your airport transportation. So as you can see, Amstar is located right in the back. As soon as you land, guys, people will kind of hound you once you get towards the exit to try to sell you timeshares and presentations, and they'll offer you free things. If you are not interested, just say no thank you and keep it moving. But again, just head directly outside and that's where you will find your transportation. Okay, so before I start the walkthrough, just some quick information for you guys. I created this slide just using information that I found on the internet, and I hope that it's helpful. There are two Krystal Grand resorts kind of located in the same area. This video is on Krystal Grand Nuevo Vallarta, and this resort is located about 30 minutes north of the airport. It is kind of in the suburbs, so there's not much that you can walk to. It is considered newer as well compared to the other one. The other resort is called Krystal Grand Puerto Vallarta, and that is located towards the bottom of the screen. That one is only about 5 minutes away from the airport. It is in like a more centralized area that's more walkable, so kind of in like the downtown area. That resort is older, and it also has two different sides. There's the hacienda, which is mainly the adult only side, and then there's the main resort side. So again, two very different resorts located in different parts of the city. Just make sure that you know which one you're going to based off of your preferences, but both of them are all-inclusive resorts. So this is us pulling up to the resort. The check-in process was fairly smooth, but depending on the time that you land and you get there, there might be a crowd of people also wanting to check out. This resort also offers day passes, so if that's something that you're looking into, they do have that option. As soon as we got there, we checked in and our room was ready. So this is the view as we headed in. I do have a whole separate video, which is a detailed room tour of our ocean front room that we booked. So if you would like, go ahead and check that out. It will also be linked down below. All right, so starting off the tour, this is the front of the resort. If you walk down the stairs towards the main street, you'll come across a few just like snack places that aren't directly tied to the resort, but you can purchase items from there. There's also a bike rental place, and you also have the medical clinic. In this area, you will also find the spa as well as the fitness center. From there, we are heading back into the main lobby area, and this is where you will find the check-in desk. There's the concierge desk, there's a bar, there's also guest services located in this area as well. If you are wanting to book excursions directly with the resort, you can also do that here. Personally, we booked through Amstar, and I'll show you what that looked like in just a few minutes. As you can see, this resort also has swim out rooms, so that's also an option. Here you do have the family pool, and they had some of the daily activities there. There's also an adult only pool, which I'll show you guys as we go further down. The right hand side, so directly underneath the lobby, you do have the deli cafeteria, and here you will find small bites to eat as well as the coffee shop. Outside of this area is where we met our Amstar rep to book our transportation back to the airport. But after we did that, we did book our excursions with them as well. So we decided to do a city tour. That is a whole separate video, and that will be linked down below. And if you've liked what you've seen so far, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and make sure that you are subscribed so you're not missing out. This is where you can check out your towels. They do use a card system, so when you check in, they will give you 2 towel cards, and that's what you'll use to check your towels in and also to check them out. This resort also has a kids zone area. We weren't necessarily able to go inside and get footage, but it's kind of located on the left-hand side of the pool area. In this area during the daytime, you will be able to get poolside snacks. So they had like nachos, things of that nature. And I will show you guys that later in the food section. They do have an entertainment center board where you can kind of see what's going on at different times of the day. So as you can see, they have like live music listed. There's a few games and there are shows during the nighttime. You can also pull this up online as well, and I'll show you guys how that looks like. Aesthetically, I was very impressed with this resort overall. It is gorgeous. So here you do have the steakhouse, which is also the Italian spot. So they just alternated nights, but as you can see, beautiful layout. Here you have Ayami, which is the Oriental restaurant. We were able to try this as well as the steakhouse and the Italian restaurant, and I will show you guys those in the food portion. Here you do have the adult-only pool with a swim-up bar. This is where we spent a majority of our time just because this infinity pool was so relaxing. They also had music playing over here and it was a great time. Here we do have the Mexican restaurant. Unfortunately, we were not able to get reservations to eat here. They do leave the space open though for the breakfast buffet and the lunch buffet. So if you grab food from the buffet area, you can sit in there to eat during the daytime. If you continue walking around the corner, this is the main buffet area. All right, and then we have the beach area. So we are beach people, but I will say the waves were way too rough for us to stay in the water the entire time. So that's why we spent most of our time at the pool. But as you can see, they did have coconuts for sale. There are lots of vendors that are on the beach area as well, but they didn't personally. Now, personally, I don't feel like they hounded us. As long as you said no, thank you, they were respectful and they let you be. In terms of water sports and activities, I personally did not see any non-motorized water sports that were offered directly through the resort, which is rare because I feel like typically resorts that I've been to have offered at least non-motorized activities at no additional cost. Now, I did see lots of people who were parasailing, but I did not see any like jet skis or kayaking, like none of that. But if you have been to this resort or to this area, feel free to comment down below what your experience has been. So from the pool area, this is where our room was located in building 7 on the 4th floor. Right, so let's get into the food, and I'm going to start with the breakfast buffet. So they did offer a lot of standard food items such as salads, vegetables, fruit. They also had a fresh juice section. They offered pancakes, waffles, eggs, bacon, just like standard food items that you would typically see at resorts. They also had traditional food as well. Now, personally, I love a good omelet, and they also offered an omelet station. So I enjoyed breakfast, no complaints there. Okay, so in terms of lunch, there are 3 different places you can grab lunch at. This was one of the snack areas by the adult pool, and then this was one of the snack areas by the family pool. So they offer different things. Just feel free to check both of them out to see what you would like. The third option for lunch is the buffet that was open as well. So as you can see, they still had a lot of the standard items, but they also mixed it up. So the buffet was also open for dinner as well, and this is what they offered. We didn't eat dinner at the buffet because we were able to try the specialty dining restaurants, which I will show you after this. All right, so let's get into the specialty dining restaurants. These are at no additional cost to you because this is an all-inclusive resort, so you do not have to pay extra to eat at any of these restaurants at all. So what you'll do is as soon as you check in, guys, and you have access to the app, I highly recommend booking the dinner reservations that you would like to book. I believe it only allows you to do it 3 days at a time, I believe. So whatever it's giving you the option to do, I highly recommend you book because places do book up quickly. And we were only able to get reservations at the steakhouse, the Italian restaurant, as well as the Oriental restaurants. So first up is the Italian restaurant. That's what we ate our first night there. And here's the menu. Feel free to pause it or take a screenshot, whatever you need to do to be able to see what all is listed. Next up is the grill, which is the steakhouse. So again, this is what the menu looks like, and then I'm going to show you guys what we ordered. So we thought the food here was really good as well. Not a huge fan of the sides. It had like a random onion ring. And the veggies were just okay, but the steak was really good. All right, next we have the Oriental restaurant. I thought this food was also really good. So I would say overall, my food experience was a good one. There were a few things on the menu I didn't necessarily care for, but overall, I have no complaints about the food at this resort at all. All right, so let's get into daily activities and nightly entertainment. So personally, in my opinion, compared to other all-inclusive resorts, I don't think this resort necessarily offered too much, which was okay with me because this trip was mainly just to relax and we spent a majority of our time in the pool anyways. But as you can see, they offer beach volleyball, aqua aerobics, which I did see. And usually I didn't participate in it this time. They had dance lessons and a few other activities. They also had a cooking class where they made ceviche. I'm not a fan of it, so I didn't eat it, but it was cool to watch them make it from scratch.
No tiene Instagram. Los que sí saben.
But like I said earlier, even though I do feel like there weren't that many activities to keep people entertained, the pool was definitely a hot spot and a good time. So at night, I believe this was every Thursday and Saturday, they did have a vendor set up. So if you're looking for any like magnets or just like cool knickknacks, souvenirs, hats, clothing items, this centralized area by the pools will have all of these smaller shops set up. In terms of nightly entertainment, they did have a neon party, which I didn't really see anyone participate, but they tried. They also had a live music night, which was pretty cool. So something that I think makes this resort stand out is they have a rooftop bar, which also has a rooftop pool. Now this opened up at 5 p.m. every single day and it was located in the main building. And as you can see, there are cabanas, there's the pool, and then they also have a bar located on the side. So every single night, this is where we went. Also, we did not find this out till our last night there, but they also have a sports lounge. So they have TV screens, there's lots of comfy seating, and they also have a bar in this area. So this is located in building 7. So kind of right next to where the adult pool area is. You will see signs, and then you just take the stairs right on up. And they also have an outdoor seating area there as well. While we were here, there was a wedding, and I feel like this was the talk of the resort, really. Everyone watched it. It was right on the beach in front of the resort. So overall, I will say nightly entertainment to me was just very mid. Again, they had like a few of the shows, but even the rooftop bar, like the music was just not necessarily it. I don't know, nightly entertainment, I do feel like they lacked in, but the whole trip is what you make of it. And overall, we had a really good time. I thought everyone was so friendly, even with my limited Spanish. The checkout process was fairly smooth as well, and Amstar came to pick us up and took us back to the airport. So again, ride wasn't necessarily too long, especially without traffic. So that is all that I have for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, like it, subscribe, share it with a friend. Make sure you check down below in the description box for the room tour, as well as the city tour that we did. And I will see you guys next time.